Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you're not. If you are a lover of all things beauty, handbags, luxury, and fashion, you've come to the right place. My name is Cece and welcome. Today we're going to be getting into a trending topic that other influencers on the YouTube community have often talked about. I know we're a little bit late into 2025 to get into this, but I thought nonetheless, what better time than any? And that is my 2025 no buy list. Now, if you watch some of my previous videos, you'll know that I put myself on Ban Island. I put myself on a no buy January, which extended through January to March. I do have to say I recently broke that process, but there were a few items in the spring summer collection for 2025 that Chanel released that I just had to have, as well as a couple things I picked up when I recently met up with my SA at Hermes. We'll get into that in another video, but today's video we're going to focus on my no buy list for 2025. These are items that I either already have in my collection or really don't need. I'm trying to be a little more mindful about my spending as I've built up my collection over the years. These are really items that I either regret purchasing or I purchase and don't put to good use. And I'm all about cost per wear girl math, right? Cost per wear is the breakdown of what purchase you're buying or what item you're buying and the amount of times that you've worn that item or put it to use. The more you wear it, the lower your cost per wear, meaning that it is a true investment and it's something that if you're going to wear every day or you're going to put to good use is truly worth it versus something that's just going to sit on your shelf collecting dust or not be used, bringing the cost per wear much higher and therefore making it not really worth the spend. So as you know, we talk about luxury items in today's video. We are going to be talking about my no buy list as it relates to luxury items, but we will get into a few other non-luxury items as well. I do just want to quickly mention that today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a beautiful and easy way to elevate your look. I am wearing a couple of their pieces today, including my letter C necklace, which you'll see here I've stacked with my Van Cleef and Arpels guilloche gold necklace, as well as another initial necklace that was gifted to me by one of my sisters. And I do love wearing these items stacked like so. They pair beautifully with other gold pieces in my collection, so it's a great way to incorporate additional pieces at a much lower price point. They are also carbon neutral and sustainably made, all carbon neutral packaging. They offer free and fast shipping to US. They have such unique designs and they do have a 2-year warranty on all of their products. I will say I have purchased from Ana Luisa in the past. I still have those pieces in my collection until this day. Thankfully, they did not oxidize. I did not have any issues with tarnishing. I'm also wearing their bracelet today, which you'll see here I have stacked with my Cartier tank watch. I love this bangle bracelet because you can easily clip it on and off. I love this piece because it's simple, it's easily stackable with your existing jewelry. It pairs well with any of my jewelry pieces. I will be also wearing this with my Cartier bracelets, both the Love and the Juste un Clou. And I also have gold bangles that I can pair this with. I just love the simplicity of the look. Their designs are so eloquent. They're very unique. You can find a piece for anyone that you're shopping for. What I love about them is that they are designed in New York, so they do have a little bit of an edge to them or something that is somewhat unique and different. I really enjoy their products, and again, they're at a very economical and very affordable price point. If you're looking to incorporate some pieces but don't want to spend too much, I highly recommend checking them out if you haven't already. I will be looking forward to incorporating more of Ana Luisa's designs into my collection in the future, and I look forward to sharing them with you. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. My no buy list. This is a list I like to put together every year. If you look back in my previous videos, I did one last year as well, and there are a few items on that list that may cross over into this list. I will just caution that although I do put together a no buy list and I try to stick to it, there's always that exception that's made if you fall in love with something and absolutely have to have it. And by the way, before we get into it, depending on where you live, grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab a snack, and come join me in today's video. I also urge you to please go ahead and hit that thumbs up down below. It costs you nothing and it does help to promote this video as well as my channel. So if you do appreciate this video, or if you're just sticking it out out and watching, go ahead and hit that thumbs up down below. And while you're at it, please be sure to subscribe. If I release a new video, you'll be notified so that you never miss one. All right, the first item on my list that I will be trying very hard not to spend on this year is perfume, particularly designer perfume. I have so many perfumes and I'm trying to get to wear them. I have perfumes from different fashion houses, including Byredo, Chanel, Hermes, Cartier, Baccarat Rouge. I love Jo Malone. I have so many different fragrances for every season. And the fact is, I never really finish a bottle. With one exception, I did finish my Mojave Ghost by Byredo. So that is the only exception I'll be making, is perhaps maybe refilling that one, or I maybe will put it on my birthday wish list. But otherwise, I am fully stocked on all my perfumes and I'm just trying to kind of work through what I have. And I think it helps with keeping costs down and spending down as well. If you already have things in your collection that are in excess and that you really don't get to use all of, again, we want to bring that cost per wear down. So I would encourage you to use the stuff you have in your collection before incorporating another new item, or for every new item that you're incorporating, including a perfume, get rid of an old one that you don't wear. I think the price point is very easy to kind of jump on, especially if you see a fragrance or a scent that you really love. It's very wasteful if you think about it. Each designer perfume can cost upwards of $100 or more, and unless you're really wearing it and going through the bottle and wearing that scent every day, oftentimes we don't finish the bottle. So I will not be spending on designer perfume this year. At least I'll be trying very hard not to. The next item on my list is outerwear. I know we're approaching the spring season. I did incorporate a few pieces in my collection already this year and last year, including a cropped trench from H&M that I really love. I actually wore it yesterday, but I don't need any more coats or jackets or anything of that nature. I'm just gonna kind of wear what I already have. I also invested in a leather bomber jacket last fall from Banana Republic, which was one of the best purchases I've made. So I'm gonna just get as much wear out of that jacket as possible. And I also have a brown leather jacket that my sister gifted to me, which I will also be trying to wear more of. So for that reason, no more outerwear for this year. Come fall and winter, that may change, we'll see. But for now, no more outerwear. I will say I will make an exception for blazers because I think incorporating in a good blazer is always a good idea. I have not ventured into incorporating a designer blazer, but that might be something that I'm looking to do. I know Saint Laurent does a great job of their ready to wear, particularly their blazers. There's a Saint Laurent blazer that is very popular among other influencers and celebrities alike. It's a beautiful classic black blazer, and I think everyone should have one in their collection if you can get past the price point. And if it's going to be a forever piece and a versatile piece like a blazer where you can really pair it with anything, then I think it may be worth it. So that's probably my only exception. The next item is going to be designer jeans. Now, in high school, and I'm dating myself here, but over 20 years ago, I loved designer jeans, particularly like my senior year or after high school, I should say, more college years. I really loved designer jeans. I had a friend at the time that was all about the designer jeans, and I remember going shopping with her once and she kind of introduced me to designer jeans. When I was really young in high school, I didn't wear designer anything, and we went shopping Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom, and she introduced me to so many, like I think it was like 7 for All Mankind was very in then, Paige denim. I know right now Mother denim is having very much a moment and I love their jeans, but I'm going to try very hard not to purchase designer jeans this year. I am still on my fitness and weight loss journey, so I do have several designer jeans that are already in my collection that I do not currently fit into. So my hope is to get back down to my goal weight where I can fit into those pieces, and then we can kind of reassess. I will also say that companies like H&M, Target, Zara do jeans really, really well. So there's really no need to spend the extra money on a designer pair unless you absolutely love it, or there's something different about it, or you have to have it, or the fit is just so great you can justify it. So I think if I'm going to buy another pair of jeans, as I have over the past several months, I've been looking to H&M, Zara, or Target, and I will tell you, they really make some excellent jeans. You can find a few on my Shop My page. I've linked a couple that I especially love. They do them very, very well. So for that reason, I'm not going to be investing in designer jeans in 2025. The next one on my list is designer heels and sneakers. I will exclude flats or sandals because I may or may not have made some purchases over the last few days that I will be unboxing for you guys very soon, but I am not going to be adding any more designer pumps or designer sneakers. I tend to wear sneakers for comfort, and I really love my Sambas. I think my Sambas do a really good job, so I will exclude Sambas. I'm talking about high-end luxury designer sneakers. I do have the Hermes sneaker on my wish list, but I'm not quite sure. I think there's several other pieces I want to incorporate before I venture into the Hermes sneaker. I've actually thought about incorporating the Hermes jumping boot. This may be the year that I decide to incorporate them. So I really don't need a designer sneaker. I tend to wear my Sambas. I think that's designer enough for me. They're trendy, they're fun, they're colorful. I did also recently add a blue pair that I think is really fun for the spring. And for comfort, I tend to wear my New Balance or Adidas Ultra Boost or other sneakers that I find way more comfortable. I feel like from a cost per wear standpoint, because I've been working out more and going to the gym, investing in a pair of really good walking, running, fitness sneakers are just excellent to have. I do get a lot of wear out of them. And I think with us going into Paris this coming spring, I'm going to be looking at using or re-wearing some of my already comfortable sneakers that I have. For that reason, no designer sneakers or designer pumps. The designer pumps, I have quite a bit in my collection already. Over the years, I've invested in different designer shoes, including Manolo Blahnik, Jimmy Choo. I have a couple of others. And for that reason, I really don't need any more designer heels. I'm thankful to say the ones that I have invested in and incorporated are classics that I've worn throughout the years and have not gone out of style. The only pair I will say that I absolutely love and I don't think I'll ever get rid of, but I never wear, are my classic Manolo Blahnik Mary Jane patent leather pumps. I absolutely love those pumps, but I have to be honest, I've not worn them. I'm hoping to try and incorporate them and change that in 2025. The next item on my list are designer belts. I incorporated actually three Hermes belts over the past year, including two Kelly belts. So I really don't need any more designer belts. I've found that with my two Kelly belts, one in the gold, one in the black, I really have exactly what I need. I really don't need any more designer belts. I'm just gonna wear those and make sure I get my cost per wear. I think also designer belts, with the exception of the Kelly and perhaps a few others, do tend to be trendy and do often go in and out of style. I remember when the Gucci belt was very much in. This was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer. And now it's a very, very trendy piece that's no longer in style. I have a few Givenchy belts as well, black with gold, and Ferragamo belts. So I'll just wear those belts, get my cost per wear out of those, and call it a day. The next one is going to be designer sunglasses. And this is a tough one for me. When we go to Paris, if I do find a pair that I absolutely love, I may eat my words and take that back. I also recently saw Cassie Thorpe's video, and of course Alyssa Lenore has talked about this brand several times as well, but the Gentle Monster sunglasses. I've been thinking about maybe trying them out. From Cassie's latest video, she talked about a pair that she incorporated in her collection that are just absolutely amazing. They're literally, I think one of the commenters said they are a tiara for your face, and I could not agree more. They have like rhinestones on them and stars. They're just very, very Cassie, and I just love them on her. And she mentioned the price point based on the quality was very good. I think she said she paid $550 for them. Seeing the sunglasses, thought they would have been a lot more. So I may make an exception for a pair that I really, really want to try. I've also really had my heart set on a pair of Celine oval sunglasses. I've been eyeing these sunglasses for at least 2 or 3 years now. I think ever since I saw Mariana Hewitt wearing them. Cannot stop thinking about them. If I happen to come across a pair in Paris, I may jump on the bandwagon and just get them. Other than that, I will not be investing in any more designer sunglasses in 2025. I'm just going to be re-wearing what I already have in my collection and getting my cost per wear. The next is going to be makeup. Now, I don't wear a ton of makeup. I do tend to wear makeup when I'm filming or posting for Instagram or creating content, of course, because I want to look my best. But other than that, I'm trying to wear what I already have. And I found that with makeup, certain things in makeup, blushes, bronzers, foundation even, can last you forever. So in my personal opinion, I would say invest in something that you really love, but then make sure you use it. And until you're completely done with it or it's gone bad and expired, do not buy a new one. I had a really tough time finding a good foundation, but I think I found literally the best foundation. I did not find it actually. Whitney Simmons did. So I thank her for sharing this. I think she posted it in one of her monthly favorite videos, but she found the Dior. It's like a stick foundation. It is the best foundation I've ever tried. I had an issue over the past year and I could not figure out what it was, if it was the foundation or if it was the combination of my skincare regimen and what I was layering on my skin. I think I found another SPF that works better for layering underneath makeup, but this foundation from Dior, it is the best thing ever. I'm not experiencing the peeling that I was experiencing with other foundations, so this is gonna be my ride or die. So thank you, Whitney. But other than that, I'm not buying any more makeup. By the way, the Sephora sale is coming in April. So if you are planning on buying makeup, at least wait for the 20% off Rouge Beauty sale. The next item for me is going to be trendy bags. And this is a tough one because I recently did a wish list video for 2025 and there's a few bags on that wish list that I do think may be trendy. We'll find out. I included the Prada suede bag and the Alaya Latecal. I think the Alaya Latecal may be a classic piece. It is more of an east-west smaller bag. Big bags are really coming back. So I don't know that I'm going to be investing in any trendy bags or any impulse buys. I'm going to be a little more mindful and take my time before investing in a bag. That said, I did purchase a bag recently that we'll save that for another video, but unless it's a bag that I really, really love and have to have, I'm not going to jump on it. The LV Murakami collection, I know everyone is talking about this collection. It is a trending topic. It's very reminiscent of when I was growing up, my younger years. And I love the multicolor Blanc. I love that collection so much. I know they're going to be launching more in phases. I do think it may be a trendy piece. Like we may find that it's very much in style now, but then a year or two from now, the hype will die down and we'll move on to something else. I like to take my time and kind of wait and see what happens. And if a bag is still relevant and in style a year or two later, then I will make the decision to purchase it. I don't want to purchase something that's really hyped up in the moment and then come to find out that once the hype dies down, nobody's really interested. So for that reason, I'm going to be very cautious and mindful about which bags I invest in. The last item on my list, and this was a tough one. I do work from home and I feel like I do get bang for my buck with this, but athleisure wear. And I'm talking about Alo Yoga, Lululemon. I know that these are really popular and very much trending right now. And as someone that does work out and goes to the gym multiple times during the week, it's always nice to have an investment pair of Lululemon leggings or an Alo Yoga set. They are very much worth it. The quality is phenomenal, fantastic. I think with the exception of just a couple sets or a couple of pieces that you invest in, there's really no need to have so many. Like you don't need to have the Lululemon Define jacket in every single color. That's just my personal opinion. I have it in 2 colors. I think that that's all I need. So for that reason, I am putting athleisure on my no buy list for 2025. I'm going to try and invest on clothes that I actually need. Obviously, I'm working from home. Nobody's really seeing what I'm wearing. If I have meetings and I need to be on camera, then I will tend to put a top on my top half. But other than that, I really don't need any more athleisure. What I do find though is that when I have an event or someplace to go to or, vacation, that is when I struggle and I feel like I have nothing to wear. So I am going to be trying to invest in a couple of classic pieces that I can incorporate into my wardrobe so that I always have something to wear no matter where I'm going, what event. If I get invited to a party or someplace, I have something to wear. Other than that, no more athleisure. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're putting on your no buy list for 2025. I'm so curious to hear from you. And let me know if there's anything that I mentioned that you agree or disagree with in the comments section down below. Love to hear from you guys. And again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It's the little thumbs up as well as the little subscribe button so you never miss a video with me. Until next time, I'm going to include 2 videos for you guys here. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.